Hi guys. Again, I changed a little bit because I thought that filming over there was a bit boring. Not that there's anything very exciting going on here, but I just like this location better. I just got done filming my first book review, which is on Great Gatsby, and I will link that down below in case you're interested. But I really wanted to make this video. It came out of like a spur of the moment, but I felt that I should make it. This video is a really personal video, and it's not about books at all, so if you want to exit it, please be my guest there. I'm not going to get offended or anything. This is really hard for me to do, but I wanted to talk to anyone, even if it's just my camera staring back at me, about something that happened to me. I believe it was yesterday or the day before. It was when I filmed my second book haul, and I will put this up here in case you guys want to look at it, and not because I want you to look at the haul, but because I want you to see the way I look in that haul when I was doing it. I look scared, and I also look more than nervous. I don't know if you noticed that I'm really tense. The truth is that I didn't know it at the moment, but I was about to have a panic attack when I filmed that haul. Panic attacks is something that I've had, I believe, ever since I can remember. I am a very panicky person. I am prone to them. It's something that has affected my life so much. I don't know if I could even describe to you how much it has affected me in general with everything. I have issues with public, and sometimes I avoid publics in general. When I was a little girl, I believe 7 or 8, I started pinching my skin to the point of leaving bruises because I was so scared, and my mother took me to a doctor, and we found out that that I suffered from generalized anxiety disorder. Later on, as I grew up, it got progressively worse, and my issue was that, as many of you know, panic attacks come with an extreme fight or flight like feeling, and I started getting so panicky in general with social situations that I started, I guess, instead of fleeing, which I really couldn't do sometimes, I started to fight. And the way I did that was by diverting the attention that was being put on, there's a mosquito here. Anyway, I did it by diverting the attention that was being put on me and putting it on someone else. I think I came off as rude and mean a lot of the times because I tried to get that attention to someone else. Sometimes I made comments which were a bit rude, like if somebody says, "Oh, Monica, you're so little," because I'm only 5 feet tall, I would say, "Well, look at her, she's a giant giraffe," and then people would, I guess, yes, it was me because people would laugh at the other person, and but that meant that they weren't laughing at me, and yes, it was a selfish thing to do. I was a teenager, I was not in therapy, I did not know how to handle my panic attacks, so that's pretty much what happened. And then I would leave, or I would hide in the bathroom, and again, like, pinch myself or hold myself really strong, and yeah, that got progressively worse, and I started cutting when I was 16 years old. I was 16 years old, and it got really bad. My panic attacks got worse and worse and worse until I reached a breaking point, and I said, I can't live like this anymore because I am going to die. And I went to therapy. I don't take medication because I've learned more or less to control the panic attacks with just myself. But what happens sometimes is that I forget to do the work. I have nothing against medication. In fact, I did take medication for a very long time, but it made me feel worse. It made me numb. It made me feel like I wasn't living in this world. And I said, you know what? I think if I can find a different way to deal with this, then I probably will. Anyway, I ended up going to therapy to a different psychiatrist who I explained my situation to, and they were very willing to have me do therapy without medication. I did that, and I learned to control it more or less, but sometimes I still get panic attacks, and in fact, during December, I believe I had 3 panic attacks. This is during a time of the year when you're constantly bombarded by people and tension, And I guess it got also really bad because I'm very sensitive to hormones, and I had a mix up with my birth control pills. So I believe that also had a lot to do with me having a panic attack. But I wanted you guys to know that about me, and yeah, it's just something that I would like to share because I'm kind of tired of hiding it. Like yesterday was the first time I told my boyfriend, you know what that was? That was a panic attack, and that we've been together for 2.5 years, and I have never shown him that side of myself. In part out of fear of he would think that I am not normal, but I am. That's the thing, I am normal. And if you suffer from panic attacks or anxiety in general, you are normal. Sure, you act a little different, sometimes you think a little different, but that's okay. We are not all the same, and our differences make us who we are. I know I mentioned that I used to cut. Yes, this is a reality for me. I've been cut free for, I believe, 4 years now. I have not even attempted it. So if you're going through that, know that there is help. Know that there is something more, that it will get better, even if it doesn't feel so in the moment. And that's the thing about panic attacks. At the moment that you're having one, you don't feel like it's ever going to be okay again. But you know what? I had one last night, and here I am talking to you and being completely honest and happy and not panicky. I hope that you guys, if you watch this, that you can appreciate it, or I don't know, that if you watch this, that you can understand how hard it is for someone to admit this, because yes, it is kind of hard, and two, that if you know someone or if you yourself are suffering from panic, there is a silver lining and things are going to be okay. I can't promise you that they're going to be okay right now, but they will be okay. You can talk to people about it. It's not a taboo. Nobody's going to laugh at you. And if those people laugh at you, they are sad individuals. Not everyone is going to understand you, but I can assure you that I will understand you. And hey, that's one person. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a little different, but it's just something that I wanted to talk about. I guess I'll see you next time, and I believe my Great Gatsby video should be up or should be going up shortly. I was really nervous doing it, so don't judge. Anyway, I guess I'll see you guys on my next video. Thank you so much for listening to me, and yeah, bye.